Hi guys and welcome to my channel. So ignore my greasy fingers. I'm just doing oil soak on my hands and I got my manicure all cleaned up. So just doctoring up my cuticles a little bit. I have some rough spots big time right now. Broke a nail, so I had to redo all of that. But yeah, something about my right hand, I guess where I use it more, it's just more likely to break. But it is what it is. But today I am going to be showing you my least favorite polish of each color. Same format as I did last time with my favorite colors, only I'm leaving out white and black because I only had the one of each. So I'm not going to show those again. It's one white and one black polish, so no need for that. But I am going to show you my least favorite of each color, and that does not mean that I dislike these polishes. They are just my least favorite of this specific color group that I have. I'm going to start with gold, and this is a good example of one that I like because I absolutely love this polish. But this one's more of a rose gold, but I did show my Color Club holographic gold in my other one. This one's a topper where the other one's a full coverage polish. So if I had to pick, I would keep that one probably, but honestly, I really love this one too, but it was the only other one that was kind of in the gold family, so I stuck it here. Next, I'll do silver, and I only had one other silver as well, and this is the Sally Hansen Pumping Iron. Oh, I didn't mention it. This one was pure blush, but you all probably know that already. You've seen it. But this is the only other silver I have outside of my like holographic toppers. This is the only like plain silver, and I don't dislike this one. It is a little bit tricky to work with, but for a silver, it's actually not too bad. It's got a lot of a like chrome look to it. Like for a cheap polish, this one's actually pretty good. But again, for silver, this one would be my least favorite. Okay, so next I have gray, and I don't have a lot of options for gray, but again, I have a Sally Hansen's, and this is cemented. I also do not dislike this color. It's a little bit more of a taupey gray. It's got a little bit of a brownish tone to it, but I mean, it is gray for sure. And I just don't like it as much as my, straight cement looking gray. Actually, this one's called cemented, but I have one that's very, very gray that I showed in my last video by Ella and Mila. So I like that one just a little bit better, but I would still consider this one gray, and I don't like this one as much. So next we have brown, and this was in my last video because it was my least favorite of my Wet n Wild, and this is Getting Stoned, and it is a cool tone brown. So it's almost, these are kind of like in the same color family. They're both very cool toned. This is a gray leading a little brown, and this is a brown leading gray. Obviously they're not the same, but they're kind of in the same color family. But yeah, this is just my least favorite brown polish. Okay, so next I have a nude, and this one, it's kind of a pinky color, but I would still consider it a nude for me, and this is In the Sheer by Sally Hansen. It's a little bit patchy on me, and I'm just not 100% crazy about it. Like, I'm not going to get rid of it, but I just don't love it on my skin tone, and it's not like the best coverage. So next is pink, and it's actually the one I have on my hands. You all know I am not crazy about this pink polish. It's a real struggle to make it work. Oh, the sticker just came off of something. Which one was it? I guess it was this one. There's no sticker, so no idea how long that was on my finger. Anyway, it was really hard to get a even coat of this, and I had to put a topper on it to make it look decent, and I'll probably be decluttering this. This is Hardcore Party by Sally Hansen. I feel like I'm picking on Sally Hansen because it's already had 4. But yeah, it's not a good polish, just honestly. I like Sally Hansen. I have a ton of Sally Hansen, which is one reason why it's in this video so much, because, they are cheap. They're not the best polishes overall, but I don't dislike them overall. But some of them are really, really good, but you are going to have some duds in there. I've got dog hair on my thumb. But anyway, I don't want this to make this seem like I don't like Sally Hansen polishes, because I really do. Some of my favorites actually are Sally Hansen, but it just so happens some of my least favorites are also Sally Hansen. Okay, so for purple, this was also in my last video, my least favorite of LA Colors, and that is the Mystical Mermaid Magic LA Colors. I'm not going to linger here. Y'all sick of this polish as much as I am, I'm sure. Okay, so for blue, it is also another not Sally Hansen, LA Colors. And it is not the formula. This is just my least favorite color of blue. I like a real pale blue. I like a greenish blue. I like for instance, I love this dusty blue, also by Sally Hansen. I love this one. I have a new dark blue by Sally Hansen. This color blue is just not my favorite, and this is actually the only polish I have in this shade. This is actually a new one. It's called Aquatic. I bought it because I don't have anything quite like it. And I don't dislike it. I love blue. I love blue polish. But this is just so happens to be my least favorite type of blue. Next we have green. And again, I love green. And I really like this polish as well. I wouldn't get rid of it. But it is Peas and Quiet by Pure Ice. It's just really pale. It's kind of hard to get coverage on these kind of shades. And again, I prefer a darker green or a more like dusty green. Like again, I have a Sally Hansen here. This is what's this called? Made in Jade. I love this color green, kind of like that blue seafoam. I love a forest green, but this real pale pastel green is just not my favorite to wear, and it's a little hard to work with, so this is my least favorite green. Next is yellow, and yellow is a little bit of a tricky polish to work with anyway. So this one, formula-wise, is not my favorite, but I have a lot of yellow. But this is the LA Colors in the shade Sunshine. And I like a little bit more of a deeper mustardy yellow rather than a really, really bright yellow. Here, let me grab one for comparison. Okay, so here's a couple yellows in comparison. So you can see just how light this one is. This one is about as bright as I really, really prefer. And then this is a more of the shade that I really, really like, a very dusty kind of yellow. But yeah, so that's the only reason why that one is in here. But yeah, as far as formula, it's fine for a yellow. So I don't want to feel like I'm picking on LA Colors because they've been in this video quite a lot too. But yeah, it's just, you know, out of all my yellows, I don't dislike it, but it is my least favorite. Okay, so the next category was a little bit hard for me. It's orange. And I don't even know if you would consider this an orange or a pink, but out of all of my orange tone polishes, this is the one I would declutter, and this is Hottie by LA Colors again. And it's not the formula, it's just the color, because I have a lot of oranges that's more like this, and I absolutely love this. Like, I prefer this kind of orange over a peachy kind of orange, so I guess you'd consider this more of peach. But it's definitely, like, you can see this pink compared. So I would put this more in, like, the orange, like, creamsicle kind of color. But, yeah, like, out of all of my orange tones, this is the one I would get rid of because I really just love my really hot oranges. So it may not really, truly be an orange, but I'm counting it as an orange, and it is the one I would declutter. And lastly, I have red, and I would declutter Dig Fig by Sally Hansen. Again, this is not anything to do with Sally Hansen or the formula. It's just the color. I prefer more of a true red if I'm going to wear red. I don't dislike this deep color, but I do have other deep reds like this one by Sally Hansen that I like more. Like, if I'm going to go deep, I want to go really vampy. So this is just kind of like a mid-tone, whereas I would prefer either a really, really deep red or a bright red. So that is the only reason this one is in here. And that is Dig Fig by Sally Hansen. But again, I don't dislike this polish. It's just color-wise my least favorite. Okay, so that is it for this video. And if I would declutter, the only ones I would plan on decluttering at this moment are Hardcore Party by Sally Hansen, Mystical by LA Colors, and I'm trying to see, I'm probably going to declutter In the Sheer at some point, because I'm just not crazy about that one. I have other shades like this, you know, by Olive and June, that I just prefer so much more if I'm going to wear this kind of shade. So that one will probably get decluttered. But everything else I truly do like. It's just my least favorite of each color. But let me know what you think. Do you have any of these polishes? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Are some of these like your favorite colors and you would never pick them or declutter? Because a lot of it is just a matter of taste. Like this blue, this may be some person's favorite color blue. It just doesn't happen to be mine. So you let me know what your thoughts are. Please comment down below, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.